And Russ, I wanted to actually ask you, as Association of Professional Builders, you guys are big proponents of production slot selling. Can you give us a quick definition of what exactly that is?
Yeah, sure, Rick. So a fundamental rule in business is the rule of supply and demand. And if you can't get the margins that you need or you desire, it's probably because your demand is not exceeding your supply. So in order to achieve this in the construction industry, we typically aim to only service about 50% of our demand, which can seem a bit of a strange concept for a lot of business owners, but it is how we increase our margins, because when we have twice as many people wanting us to build for them than we can actually build for, we become a scarce resource. And as human beings, we are wired to desire and chase and value scarce resources. So the way this works with construction slots is we have to plan our capacity in advance. So if we can do 12 homes a year or 12 projects a year, we might have a construction slot one a month. These are our start dates. So that's our supply, that's our capacity. Now what we have to do is generate more demand than we can actually fill. So we'd be looking to get 24 people that want to build with us. And we do that through our marketing and sales. But what construction slots does is it gives us two key components that we desperately need in the sales process. And that is genuine scarcity and urgency, because after spending 6 months, 9 months, 12 months in the design process with a consumer and getting everything just right and finally, getting that design nailed so it hits their desired budget, which we know is going to go up as soon as they sign the contract, buyer's remorse can kick in. Yeah, we can get that little delay. It's again, it's just the lizard brain kicking in. It's there to protect us. And when we have genuine scarcity and urgency, i.e. we have a construction slot for the 1st of July, and the next one available after that is the 1st of October, we can go to the consumer and say, hey, if we get the deposit, we get the contract signed today and the deposit paid, we can allocate this construction slot to you. If not, the next one available is the 1st of October, and already have 2 other people that are looking for that. So from that, hopefully you can see how this is such a powerful strategy, but there's nothing fake about it. This is all genuine. You never increase your construction slots just because your demand increases. You hold your nerve and then you plan for the following year.
Absolutely. Scarcity, urgency through scarcity. I think that's the key. So production drives sales is what I always like to say. So the goal here of what we're doing is to say no when it's the wrong fit. So it's the wrong price, or it's the wrong project, the wrong personality. In other words, you're getting red flags from that lead, or it's the wrong place. It's a location that's outside of your service area. So this entire process is really based on understanding the 3 questions all leads have. So the first question they have is, they can't visualize what the new space will look like. So they ask, what will my new home or remodeled space look like? We call that their product. Question number 2 is, they need to find a place to build their home, or the place. And then the third all important question, doesn't matter what it is, new home or remodeling project, how much, right? How much is it going to cost? What's the price? So you will use these 3 questions to attract leads using specific types of content. Then you will capture leads using lead magnets, and then finally you will convert leads using segmentation and booking and nurturing campaigns. And just a quick definition on segmentation, it means the leads will be categorized by interest, and you will use that information to adjust the messaging in your follow-up. Really, really important. The more specific you can make your messaging as you follow up, the higher the conversions. So let's start with attracting leads using your content. So there are 3 types of content you'll use to attract your target market. The first type is called expert content. So this includes articles written by professional organizations and your local media, press releases. It includes case studies of your clients. It includes video testimonials like the one you see on the screen. It includes expert content is the most influential type of content. Now, next is branded content. This is, of course, content that you create. So branding content can be your floor plans or your project photos. This is what your leads, of course, consider to be your product, although it's not what they actually buy. We may discuss more on that later. Available homes, including to-be-built homes, which offers them price qualification. And then finally, your locations or their service area. And I know you may have more content on your website and social media that isn't related to product, price, or place, but just know that that content will not influence the lead's decision to start a relationship with you. And remember, start a relationship is the key here. They don't care about your About Us page until they understand you have a product that can fit into their budget, that's in a location that they're desiring. So what you see on the screen right now is an example of an available home. So look at the area in red here that I've highlighted on the slide. So a lot of our clients, they don't build specs or model homes. Kelly, you're one of them. They don't build specs or model homes. So they think, oh, I don't have the type of content that can go into an available home section. However, this example that you're seeing here is a sold home. So if you do not build specs, you can create to-be-built packages or show pre-sold homes here. This is an example of a locations page. It should list the specific communities and show a map of those communities. And the third type of content that you'll need to attract leads is what we call user-generated content in the form of reviews. So all positive online reviews are valuable, but Google, Facebook, and Houzz, they rank at the top. So when you get a positive Google reviews, those boost your search engine rankings. Most of your buyers are on Facebook, and Houzz is the only social platform dedicated strictly to housing. And that's where you should be getting some leads here. Now, you see I've highlighted, this is a review from one of Kelly's clients. And you can see, to kind of solidify his reputation in the marketplace here. And I love this. Why we are a 4-time repeat customer, Kelly, I swear you must have probably paid them to write that, but maybe not. Anyway, that user-generated content, very, very important, but not the most influential. Remember, that's expert content followed by branding content. So what doesn't work? The type of content that does not work is your process, as an example. A lot of builders get really wrapped up in their process. It's not that your process isn't important, but it's not something that your lead is looking for. Awards. A lot of builders like to self-gratify, saying, we won this award, we won that award, and they flash it all over the website. It gets in the way. If you want to do a press release on that, wonderful. If you want to do a blog post, that's fantastic, but keep it out of the main website. A lack of floor plans, this is especially true for custom builders. A lot of builders might get testimonials, but then they group them all on one page. It's a big no-no because your leads don't go to that page. You want to sprinkle those testimonials into your most visited pages. So you just track your Google Analytics and find out where your leads are going, and that's where you show your testimonials. And then photos of projects under construction. I mean, any low quality photo or photos that are of imagery that are low emotion, you want to leave off of your website. I made a note there, MLS only. If you are building spec homes, it is good to show progress photos and construction photos on the MLS. All right, we're going to move second now to capturing. So capturing leads, you will offer to answer their 3 questions. So again, question number 1 is, what will my new home or remodel space look like? The product. So the technique that we will use here is called inbound or permission-based marketing. We'll give them a compelling offer called a lead magnet, and we'll start a relationship with your future client. The highest amount of leads will be converted by answering their questions on design. That's always first and foremost on everyone's mind. Doesn't matter if it's new homes or remodeling. So photos, floor plans are of utmost importance. So on the screen, you will see an example of a design library. It's an index page showing examples of floor plans or photos of homes that you have built. You need at least 5, but you don't need more than 15 examples here. So once the lead is checking out your floor plans, you then introduce your lead magnet. In this example, to access your enhanced design library with more than 2,000 plans. So note how you'll ask them a question on where they want to build, and that will start to filter out any leads outside of your service area. So next we'll use the leads question and where they want to build to capture those leads who have place on the top of their mind. And again, this is just a simple lot report where, again, you can ask people what location they're considering, their price range. Just give a list of your lots that you either have access to or control, but not necessarily the specifics where they can go see that lot without having you show it to them. We're rattling through pretty quickly here now. Again,